started. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your main man, Double O. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Turning Music into Money. Today's episode is Building Business Relationships, Part 2 with Miss Necole Turner. But before we start the show, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Miss Ruby Johnson for giving me the platform of Legacy A100. She is incredible. We cannot do this without you, Miss Ruby. Thank you so much for seeing something in me that I did not quite see in myself. Also, a huge shout out to Miss Maureen Guest of 1570 AM. And, she does an independent artist expose every Thursday from 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. at 4720 Jonesboro Road, Union City, Georgia. Get out there, perform, network, get to know some people. She also does a radio show. She's looking for artists to interview. They play music all the time. She's looking for music to play. Please holler at her. Listen to the show. Go get the TuneIn app. Type in WIGO, and you will find the Embodiment Radio Show every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 6 to 7 p.m. And tell the Double O sent you. Also, we are awaiting the newest member of the Turning Music into Money crew. That is Miss April Showers. Can't wait to have you on the show. You're definitely going to spice things up. She's sung with Bootsy Collins. She's been on tour. She's been all around the world. And now she wants to kick it right here on Turning Music into Money. So please stay tuned. We'll do an incredible interview with her. And I'm pretty sure you guys will love it. Also, if you're looking for my music, tune into me on Pandora. I've made myself exclusively to Pandora. I just applied to take my stuff off of Bandcamp, everything, SoundCloud. I don't do it. I don't use it. But that's another show. I've already did a show about that. But check me out on Pandora, DOUBLEO. And also check me out on Pandora under DUBBULLOH. Now that we have that under control, let's get back to the innovative butterfly. Like I said, she's an author, a speaker, a master coach. She has a bachelor's degree in criminal justice from Auburn University, and she also has a Juris Doctorate from Jones School of Law. She is a keynote speaker on the topics such as relationship building and strategic goal setting. Welcome again to the show, Miss Necole Turner, the innovative butterfly.
What is going on, Double O?
Hey,
nice to be here.
Hey, I'm glad to have you here. Let's jump right into the conversation. Now, we both have a mutual friend in Dwayne Terry, aka One Purpose Mind, and he had got put in the Facebook jail for a Martin Luther King piece that he chose to mime to, and they say he didn't own the music. And you said something real interesting on his post that really got me to thinking and wondering, because a lot of times people can't post anything because they say you don't own the rights to this, or do you own the rights to that, or do you have the rights to stuff. You actually bought a license from ASCAP, correct?
That is correct.
Please explain that situation and what prompted that to happen.
I had a keynote presentation at a particular event for a corporation, and I had some pictures taken, and I had some video taken, and I wanted to have that put together to make a highlight video for me to send out to event planners for other hiring for events. And so it was put together, and I posted it on Facebook. Similar situation, and Facebook took it down, and they sent me a message saying that I didn't have rights to the song that I used. And I'll mention the song. It was
Mary Mary.
Song Mary Mary, Go Get It. At the end of every post, I put Be Encouraged and Go Get It. So that is a song that I use that has a common theme. Mm-hmm. And so I said, okay, great. I know what to do. I have worked with this. And so I started to educate myself on the issue of licensing. So I searched for the song, and I went to a couple of different places. I found out that it was with this music group called ASCAP, which I was a little familiar with ASCAP from the past. So I applied for a license, and I was able to get a year use out of the song and still be able to post it when I put it up again, I got the same message from Facebook threatening to take it down. I said, no, hold up. I have a license. I started posting the video, and I gave them the license number, and they backed off.
Really? So how long did it actually take to get that license?
Once I applied for it, it really took a couple of days. It literally took maybe 36 to 48 hours to have them turn around and grant me the license.
So you went to ASCAP.com and applied for a license?
I did. And it was a little confusing because what I didn't know at the time was there are a lot of different types of licenses that apply to certain situations. So I had to narrow down, and I had to do the research. So
they have different ones if you want to use it in a movie, if you want to use it in a commercial or Facebook posts. Like, they have different ones like that. They have it isolated to that degree?
They do. They have them based on whether you use it for a website or a mobile app, whether a restaurant, bar, or nightclub, a radio station, television show, general businesses, church ministries, dance, or even yoga studios. You know what? This is wild because, now everybody is a publisher now, and I guess that they realize that, and they're making people just pay for publishing licenses, and that should generate more money for the artists, don't you think? It should. It really should. But the key here is that these entities are called music repertories, and they basically house this the collection of artists and writers and even co-writers for these songs. So in my research, I found that the song Go Get It, of course, was written by Erica and Tina Campbell, but also Erica Campbell's husband, Warren. And they have a different company name that they do business as when they wrote the song, but it's a totally different business today. So I had to do that research. And so there are several other music repertories. There's ASCAP, there's BMI, which is Broadcasting Music Inc., there's SASAC, and these are the main ones. And the artists have to apply for membership with these repertories in order to have their music protected. Exactly.
So what she's basically saying is, artists, you need to be with a PRO. We've been over this before. It's a performance rights organization, so that you can get paid if there are monies to be had. Now, what I was going to ask you is, do you think that, being that everybody's a publisher now, could I use that license that you have if I wanted to use that same song? Like, do you think they will let me use that song out of your license because you pay for it? Or would I have to buy my own?
I could transfer that license to you.
Okay, so you can transfer the license, but it's not really, you're not licensing out your license, pretty much.
I am not. I would physically need to go into ASCAP, and I would log into my account, and I would basically transfer my life under that license to you. And basically, because it has nothing to do with ASCAP, and that's called vertical or horizontal previous contract. That's a whole another thing. But I could transfer my whatever leftover time I have in that license to you to use that song.
This is crazy. And Dwayne Terry says it's a game changer, which it totally is. And he also wonders how much of a percentage ASCAP keeps after, of the license that you bought.
And I wish I knew the answer to that question. I really wish I knew the answer to that question. I do know the price for the license that I paid for a year to have access to that song, and any song within the library of what I bought it for was $257 for a year.
This is incredible because, some artists are with BMI, some artists are with CSAC, so that means you would have to get your own license depending upon wherever the song is at that you want to license. This is crazy.
It is crazy, and you have to do the legwork and the research to find that song and to find the medium in which you want to use it in. And if you're a songwriter and an artist whose music is going to be used in a movie, then you also have to go in and you have to apply for an account and fill out a cue card, which basically lets them know, well, my music is going to be used in the upcoming movie in scene number 36 for 1 minute and 8 seconds, and it's going to be this particular set of bars. So it can involve quite a bit.
Yeah, I see. I actually see. Let's go back onto staying organized and accomplishing your goals, because a lot of independent artists have trouble doing that, and I know that's something that you specialize in. What are some tips on staying organized that you can share with us about staying organized to get your goals accomplished?
The biggest thing that I find with organization in the people that I coach is that they are not focused. They are not centrally focused on the one particular thing that they're trying to do, and then taking what they're trying to do and mapping out how they are going to get there. A lot of people, when they go into business, they just know that they want to go into business. Well, have you looked at any startup costs? Well, have you looked at the pricing on what it's going to take for you to get your business license? And what do you need in order to get your business license? Well, you need your business entity set up. So you have to be organized in the steps that you take to approach to get where you need. Well, you need a business account, but you need certain documents to even take to the banking institution to get your business to get your business account. So all of these things, I would say, about staying organized is to be focused on the one particular thing that you're trying to do and to get the requisite steps on how you're going to get there.
Perfect. Now, I know back when I met you a couple of years ago, I know you wanted to try to get into the music business aspect of it to, I guess, publish a song. Are you still interested in that side of it?
Listen, I am look, if you got another song coming up and you need a hook, contact me. I'll sing it for you.
No, well, I know you can do that, but I was saying, like, as far as the business side, meaning like, because you do have your own publishing company, correct?
I am part of a company, a publishing company that we publish authors. Have not taken that route to get into anything just as far as music, but I am moving into the part where I take things that artists are doing, such just as far as their business services. That's where I am now.
Is there a big difference in publishing as an author and publishing music?
I think there are some similarities, but I think there is a huge learning curve when it comes to the music business, because the terminology and the lingo, it can be vastly different. But one thing is common to both of those, and that is contracts.
Interesting.
Have a contract, because you can have an oral contract, but my experiences have been that if it's not within the four corners of what a document can do for you, all the extraneous contemporaneous evidence, which means he said, she said, in layman's terms, will not protect you like the four corners of a document will.
What are the four corners of a document?
The four corners of a document are basically who are the parties to that contract, what are the terms of the contract, how long is the contract for, and what are the rights, duties, and responsibilities of each individual under that contract. Those are the important four corners of a contract and a document.
Have you reviewed contracts where they don't have the four corners, they have maybe three?
Yes, and then And those contracts will basically not be completely void. Only certain things will, void a particular contract. But those particular things are essential to that being what a contract really is. Yes.
I love that. The four corners. Can you just briefly run over the four corners one more time?
Yes, the four corners of a contract are parties. Who are the individuals making this particular contract? You want to know the length of time this contract is going to be for. What length of time do these terms have to be performed under? Any contract that is more than a year, it has to be in writing. So a lot of people may say, well, it's only going to be for 6 months. Well, if it's only for 6 months, I would still encourage you to put it in writing. But know that things that are for more than a year, they need to be in writing. You also need to know the rights and the responsibilities, the duties of each individual under the contract. Who is going to provide what? Well, is somebody gonna provide the studio to record the track in? Is someone else going to provide, the management? Who's gonna write the lyrics? And so all of these things are the duties, rights, and responsibilities under the contract. And also a very important thing in regard to contracts are basically going to be, the money, the terms. Is it something that is going to be for a specific amount of money? Is it going to be something that is going to be in exchange for, let's say, services? But that is what we call consideration. A contract is not a contract without valuable consideration, something that can be valued.
Perfect. Oh, you are on your game. Now, are you looking, because I know you said you was a part of a publishing company, and the name of the publishing company is?
Expected in Entertainment, or EX3 Books.
Okay. That's Chuck Brown, correct?
That is correct. Chuck Brown is my partner in the publishing company. Mm-hmm. And, we are always looking for people who want to come and write empowering, inspirational, motivational books. So
you're looking for authors. Do you guys kind of help? Just say I want to write a book. Do you kind of help me with the process of it?
Yes, we do. We have a couple of different, packages that we do provide, but all of our services, no matter where you are, we do provide guidance in writing. Because I know when I first started writing a book and I signed up with EX3 Books, I had no idea in what direction that I wanted to go. I had written the book, but I didn't know how to organize it. And so we help them with organizing ideas. We help them brainstorming titles and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And one thing I do like about our publishing company is that you keep all of your rights. Mm-hmm. That book does not belong to EX3. We only hold the publishing rights for a period of time, but we do not hold your words, we do not hold your content, we do not hold your ideas. You're still able to use that in whatever modality you want to use it, except publishing with someone else for a period of time.
Perfect. Jess, my friend Jessica says she's writing a book, and of course you definitely need to holler at Miss Necole Turner and Chuck Brown. They will definitely guide you on the way, because I'm pretty sure it's a lot of things that go into it. It's not as simple as it sounds, correct?
It is not as simple as it sounds, but we do make the process very, very understandable and a very smooth process. But there's a lot of work that goes into it, and editing and reviewing and cover concept and your biography and who your target audience is. So there's a lot of things in relation to that and how you're going to market your book. And so those things become very, very important. So
let's just say if I wanted to, let's just say I didn't want to use you guys and I wanted to go myself and self-publish. How much would that run me? Self-publishing, it can run you, and
and I will say this. The thing about self-publishing, you would have to publish it through a self-publishing entity like Amazon. Amazon has a self-publishing arm. And what you would need to do is it's going to cost you, let's say for cover design, and it's going to cost you for, printing and getting the books. The self-publishing portion, it really doesn't cost you anything outside of those things, but valuable time and the know-how on how to get it done effectively. And then it also limits you to stock covers, and I will say that you may not like the 3 or 4 backs that they give to you versus, having a hybrid of self-publishing and traditional publishing, which is what we are. You get in on the hands-on process of guidance through that and designing your own cover.
Exactly.
But you can self-publish it, yes.
Yeah, I was just trying to show the difference between joining a crew or a team that's going to be there with you to help promote and push versus going off on your own. Because, some people want to go on their own and do their thing, but it's nothing like being a part of a team.
It is nothing like being part of a team. And then I am a bit partial. I'm not against self-publishing. However, for me, I don't have the time and I don't have the patience to sit down and format a book because you have to get the software, to format the book correct to the dimensions. And then I like being part of a family, and the EX3 family is something that I would not trade for the world because we root for one another. We show up to each other's events and we support one another.
I love it. I had one question for you from Dwayne Terry. He said, what about the distribution of the book?
Oh, the distribution of the book is a beautiful thing because you get the distribution through all of your online retailers. You get it through Barnes & Noble. I'm on Barnes & Noble. I'm on Amazon, and I'm even on some independent online retailers in other countries. But you also get your book listed in a catalog where the brick and mortar stores such as a Books A Million has the opportunity to order your book. I can walk in Books A Million right now, and my book is not on the shelf, but if I go up to the counter and say, hey, I want to order Strategic Principles for Women by Necole Turner, they'll pull it up and they'll order it. They'll have it shipped to the store. They'll have it shipped to you. So that's the beautiful thing about distribution. Getting into brick and mortar stores, which that's a whole other show that we can do, is extremely difficult for small presses because, as you may see in the music industry, that's why a lot of artists go independent because they make it really, really hard for small presses and self-publish to get into the brick and mortar. So we have to build relationships with smaller independent bookstores to get our items on the shelf.
Perfect. Your book is The Strategic Principles for Women in Leadership. Just give a little brief summary about that, and then after that, the floor is yours to say anything you would like to say, anything I may have missed, anything you want to cover.
Strategic Principles for Women in Leadership and Different Methods of Goal Setting is really based upon early on my frustration in trying to set goals for the direction and how I wanted my life and my career to go. It is mainly to empower women who are looking to make that next step but find it hard committing to their goals. And there's different methods of goal setting. One in particular in which I wrote is called the FIT method, and that is a method that I employ that really helps get me on my path. It's about facing your fears and identifying your particular path that you want to go down and training your mind on how to get there. And so that Strategic Principles book is actually a workbook because there are some different scenarios in it that help you work through those different methods of goal setting.
Perfect. My wife has a copy. I definitely had to have a copy for her. She definitely enjoys it and enjoyed it.
Well, I appreciate that, and I will give you a shout-out to say, because when I said I had a new book out, you were one of the first ones to say, I'm on that, Ms. Turner, so I appreciate that.
That's the same thing you do for our music. Whenever it comes out, you're all over, and we greatly appreciate it. Have we missed...
I'm telling you, I bump it all the
Thank you. Have we missed anything? Is there anything you want to cover? Anything you want to get out to the people?
Just be on the lookout. In the next few weeks, I will be hosting a webinar on trademarking and copywriting, the do-it-yourself method, and providing some more insight on how to get that done, and providing some more educational tools in relation to that we weren't able to get to tonight, because there's so much more behind it. So be on the lookout for that on my social media and how to sign up for that webinar.
Now that is Necole, Necole. That's Necole Turner.
Yes.
That's how you spell that. Please give your contact information one more time, just in case they want to get in contact with you.
Yes, the butterfly is everywhere. She is on Facebook and Instagram at Innovative Butterfly. She is also on Twitter at True_Butterfly, and website www.innovativebutterfly.com.
Well, I would like to thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for the great information. I'm going back and listen to this interview as soon as we get off of here. Thank you so much for tuning in to Turning Music into Money. Thank you for being such a great guest, and we greatly appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having me, and it has been a pleasure.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank y'all for tuning in. See y'all next week. Peace.